What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And if you're like me, you've completed all of your challenges, you're waiting for your 50 card, and then you're like, oh, hold up, EA, what's going on? EA Sports, pretty much what they said is, look, just relax, dude. You're going to get what's coming to you, and it's going to be nothing. This is what we're going to have to do for a little bit right now, though. Before we start to rage uncontrollably and make our health get worse from playing the game, what we're going to do is sit back and relax, and we're going to start to analyze some of the things we could be doing right now at this time. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, the weekly 50, you should have completed all 7 weeks as of November 6th, 2020. And with doing that, you should have been able at this point to be eligible. Notice how I'm saying eligible, because it don't mean you're going to get it. You should have been eligible for a stacked player. Now, like I always tell you, it's not EA's fault, it's our fault, because we're expecting them to do the right thing. Now, I wasn't always like this. It was a time where if something was supposed to happen, it would happen. Or they would give you a promo within the time frame of a promo. Like, for instance, we're having Halloween and Thanksgiving now, probably Christmas during the harvest, whatever. It doesn't really matter. That's not what the problem is. The problem is, what do we do right now? Do we just continue to rage uncontrollably? Do we write wild tweets? Do we do anything else on, however? No, we're not going to do all that. We don't need to do all that. They are aware of the situation, right? If you check my recent Twitter, you'd have seen that I put something out about it. So I pretty much quoted their tweet that they are aware that there is a situation going on and the packs are not there. But other than that, there are other things we could be doing, right? We could actually take a look at some of the players and see if this is possibly the worst 50-player first team ever. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So they dropped Gates, they dropped offensive lineman, and they dropped Anthony Barr. I don't think anybody really cares for the cards, to be completely honest. But we're going to take a look at them because this is what else we're going to do. You can't get your free, second team 50 player, so you might as well look to see what's new, what's going on with the current 50 players. Now, many of you guys are calling it an absolute L. I don't know, dude, he's already at 229. You guys might be right. This dude's at 233, and he at 93, dog. Yo, do you see this? Yeah, they L's, bro. I can't. Bro, look, let me tell you something. These cards out here, straight L's. But let me go, hold on, let me go all the way down to, let's find the lineman. Where's the lineman? We'll go through and check. Oh, he's only at 3. Okay, so their power-ups have to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because these card prices are so disgusting, it doesn't even make any sense. Now, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like the prices being like this with the cards, but remember, guys, they're 93 overalls. This is weird that this is like the first drop for the first team, and everybody just wants it to be dropped away from them. Like, it absolutely sucks. But this guy meets all the thresholds. Like, you see how I kind of made you guys get rage and then jump right into something that's positive? Bruh, this guy meets all the thresholds. We might be able to do something with him. Is he garbage? No. That's a very rare thing that I will say ever on this channel. Usually people are all trash. This card right here, because he's 6'9" and he's a bigger body, it's going to be hard for them to shed them. I don't know if you guys realize this, though. Those bigger body guys on the outside, even if somebody's running like a crazy blitz that is not nano detected, these bigger bodies are they'll stand up there and go inside of them. It's very, very difficult for them to get across or around the bigger body guys. Now, if they have some real heat, like the heat that's out of control, they will just this guy will look like he's looking up in the sky and just wondering where he's at, and the guy will run around him, but they won't interact. If they get any interaction, these bigger body heavy linemen, they usually do what they're supposed to do, just so that we point that out. So he is the best version of what's there. The bigger issue, though, that I want to point out is that you can see the prices of these cards. Now, he's down to 220 at a 93, right? So this is ridiculous amounts of training. I just want to point that out because at some point, you're going to need training. At some point, you're going to need to upgrade your team. These are the things that we can be doing while EA is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? So that we don't utilize our time and just be raging and, we've already been there. We've already done that. And to say that we would probably get this guy and then, see if his price would go back up would not make any sense because the numbers that he has are trash. And we already know without Lurker, he can't jump up in the air. If EA never nerfed the way the linebackers jumped, this guy's price will be at least triple what it is right now. But everybody knows that, you see, people think that we're stupid because we do the same thing and we keep repeating it and trying to get a different result. That just means we're insane, dude. That doesn't mean we're stupid. Call me insane. Call me what I am, dude. That's what I am. I'm looking for a different result when I know what EA is going to do. You see what I'm saying? we can't get this card and do anything with him, so he is useless. Even though he was supposed to take over for when Julius Peppers was a linebacker, and we used to use him as our lurker. He used to be that guy, and that was the situation. This is the best thing that we need to really actually talk about, is the fact that EA Sports is very, very, very streamlined into making sure we don't get what we're supposed to get at the time we're supposed to get it. So we can't expect anything different. So we're, if we're looking for, if you're right now like, yo, bro, I can't believe it, it's your fault. Like, I just started laughing. I finished all my challenges, and if you were like me, you just started laughing like, ah, man, EA Sports, dude. Because it's like, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. These dudes don't care about nothing. Even with the service being down for some people, they still didn't make sure that the people that were able to get back online could have their card. Just think about that. Now, let's continue to go through this and continue to evaluate. So Anthony Barr, because he can't jump without having an ability, and I'm not sure what his ability is. If this goes down to 199, dude, I'm gonna have to cop it. That's way too much training. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. Now we have Antonio Gates. I don't expect these players to go up in value. All right, medium route run, he gets that threshold. Pretty much, you'll get an 85 plus 2, 87. He's Jermichael Finley. That's pretty much, but 1 inch shorter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much where we are right there. And that's all that I can really say about him. If you guys have ever experienced what Jermichael Finley can do with, what did he have on him? Matchup Nightmare. I couldn't cover him. I recently played against the guy that was doing that. Check out GmiasWorld Gaming right here on YouTube for that full video. He was just beating the brakes off me. He was the reason that now I'm blitzing every snap. Every single snap, I'm sending at least 7. I don't care. Make a read, throw a screen, do a RPO, because that guy showed me that 85 speed Jermichael Finley can burn Denzel Ward over and over and over again. So I'm over it. All right, so that's just pretty much where I am with it. So it actually works out that EA didn't give us what we're supposed to get with the second team 50 players, because at least I was able to go over these things and evaluate that. So they're all pretty much trash players. There's nothing exciting about it. It's nothing that I can really, be like, yo, I really want to take a look at that one. No, these cards are really, really bad. And I'm proud of my Madden community players that are not overpricing these cards just because of their overall. Because that forces EA to give us better stuff, or they're going to have to do something else to make the values rise. Because guess what? If the values stay the way they are, they lose money. And we all know they try to make us spend everything. They don't care about that. So that's the big situation that I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of. Now, if you wanted to waste time and lurk the sets and do stuff like that, if you got time on your hands to do that, bro, God bless you. But I'm not getting down like that, dude. Like, if they think, look, just evaluate this for me for a second. They want you to put 32 of 83 plus overall fresh players into that set. That's literally what they want you to do. Bro, you're going to lose so much. As a matter of fact, with the way that this is set up right now, this is so bad that, it doesn't even make any sense how you'd evaluate it. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to drop something else that's going to counteract the way that this is. But just remember, when you look at the sets over here, I know they had to do another exchange set, right? To make us be able to get the 83s. So they say exchange 2 82s. You see these values like that? You want to be very, very careful with anything that you're doing. Okay, when it comes to this, because it can be very, 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 very bad. Now, they do give you the option to use those gold cards and make these sets, but be very, very careful how and when you do it, because we do not know if they're going to make Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, all these guys 93s. So do not accumulate a lot of these things. Keep the goals, because they'll keep those sets for you to make it. I wanted to make sure I made a point of that, because a lot of you guys were stocking up on the wrong cards, and then they put out a different overall, and then you guys were raging like, oh my God. And I told you the week before that EA will start to raise the overalls on us. So just keep that in mind and make sure you understand that. It's very, very important that you keep that going. All right, that's something that you have to understand as well. So I would keep the goals and, actually make the cards when it matters. Or you can stock up on them and take a risk and see if they do release Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Sean Taylor as 93s, because we know they're coming. All right, but it's a risk that you have to be willing to take. Right now would probably be the best time to do that, simply because of the prices of it. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, yeah, Gmias, what about like the power-ups and stuff? Are the power-ups expensive? Well, we could take a look at Anthony Barr and kind of gauge it, but I think wasn't Anthony Barr already a card that was in the game, I think his power-up shouldn't be anything crazy. I wouldn't think, as far as that goes. Okay, that's his 78. Where's his power-up at? Keep going down there. Okay, that's 18. What is that? Okay, keep going, keep going. All right, what is this? Okay, so okay, Anthony Bart, 312. If you buy that, you're a psychopath. So it looks like their prices of power-ups are still pretty high. I guess that's the way that people are going to actually make the coins, but the actual cards themselves are garbage. So I would probably stay away from it. Again, that's completely up to you. I'm just giving you guys suggestions. To run around with this guy, 791, seriously? All right, hopefully that guy's doing something that, you know, he's not realistic with that. That just doesn't make any sense. And then Ogden, you know, who was the best of all of them there. I think that's how you spell his name, right? Ogden? I think that's how it comes up. All right, good, yeah, that's it. His power-up is what, 440? And then his card is about 3 and change, right? Yeah, if I were gonna do a set, I would do it for this guy as a right tackle, but again, right now, it depends on, you know, what is your stature? Do you think that he would be better? Get rid of Lane Johnson. For me, probably put him out there. Because if I put him on the team, realistically, I'm not giving him an ability. Because he should be that good where he doesn't need it. Plus, he's a pass protector, so that should be good as well. So that's pretty much what I have for now. Stay up to date. If you're not following me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, all at GmiasWorld, you're doing it wrong. And if you were relying on getting a pack from EA as soon as you were done, something's wrong with you. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.